The United States will open its embassy in Jerusalem today. Last year, US President Donald Trump had announced the decision to move the embassy from Tel Aviv, a move that has received a lot of criticism. Trump's daughter Ivanka Trump and son-in-law Jared Kushner will attend the opening ceremony. US officials say that this will create greater regional stability, but several experts and other players in the region question these claims. Critics say that this will create more instability and the United States will lose its position as an honest broker in the Israeli-Palestinian negotiations. Violent protests broke out in Gaza before the new US embassy is open. At least 28 Palestinians have been killed and around 500 were hurt after Israeli troops opened fire on the protesters. This is being seen as one of the bloodiest clashes in weeks. Palestine says that Israel is committing a terrible massacre in the Gaza Strip. The protests intensified on the Israel's 70th anniversary last month. Back then, mosques in Gaza had urged the Palestinians to join the Great March of Return. Since then, the skies over the border have been filled with black smoke after protesters began burning tires. More than 60 Palestinians have died since the protests broke out, but no Israeli casualties have been reported so far. So these are the latest visuals which are coming in from Gaza. The protests have rocked Israel, and these protests continue to take place on the border. It is claimed that more than a dozen people have been killed in firing and 500 odd civilians have been injured. And the fact that decision to move the embassy has been executed. Now I'm joined by my colleague Daniele Pagani from Jerusalem. Daniele, tell us what's the situation where the violence has taken place.
The situation regarding the rallies, which I would like to repeat are the deadliest since the beginning of the Palestinian protest at the Gaza border. The situation is very severe. It is an ongoing and developing situation. We are given to understand that there may be between 28 to 37 Palestinians killed, and they are part of the protest, of the massive rally and protest. We're trying to, so to say, break into Israel from the Eretz checkpoint on the border between the Gaza Strip and Israel. They will not stop. Hamas very clearly said they would have not accepted without fighting the move of relocating the United States Embassy from the coastal town, which is as of now the internationally recognized capital city of Israel, Tel Aviv, to the wholly contested city of Jerusalem. We do expect things to turn ugly. It is a matter of hours that things could turn ugly even here in Jerusalem. Throughout the day there have been sporadic clashes, mostly in the northern part of the city. It was possible to hear Palestinians and the security forces of Israel battling, and columns and smoke were seen from the northern neighborhood of Jerusalem. The evening prayer will determine perhaps what will be the I would say most dangerous moment throughout this historic day.
For the benefit of our general viewers, why is this shift of embassy so significant, and why is this shift leading to so much violence?
It could seem to the many of us that moving an embassy and a consulate is just a matter of moving a building, but no. Remember, it was 1995 when the United States Congress voted to move the embassy from a city which is internationally recognized as the capital city of Israel, which is Tel Aviv, to a city which is not internationally recognized as the capital city of Israel. But it's not only that. Jerusalem is a contested city, it's divided. There is a green line running across the city. It divides what is renownedly called as the occupied side of Jerusalem. Israeli forces occupied it in 1967 after the war, and Palestinians do not accept the fact that for Israel, this is their unilateral capital city. So you understand how a country as heavy, as big, as present in West Asia as the United States of America deciding to put the embassy, which is not the consulate but the embassy, embassies are present only in capital cities, decide to move the embassy here means symbolically that the United States are recognizing de facto Jerusalem as the only capital of Israel. Of course, Palestinians do not agree.